Richarlison was one of Brazil's best, if not the best, players at the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. He scored the competition's goal of the tournament and was involved in almost all of Brazil's goals during the showpiece and rightfully earned his place in the team of the tournament. It was a top-of-the-world moment for the 25-year-old, who has endured a lot to get to where he is currently. Over the past few years, he has become a darling for many fans back in his home country, with his journey from a troubled childhood to a football superstar inspiring many young and aspiring footballers. Despite the love from the South American nation, many fans across the world just don't like the forward. In England, where he plays his club football, things are even worse. He is one of the most hated players in the top division. Why is hated this much, and is he even that good? Let's take a look. From the dusty streets of Espírito Santo, Richarlison went through a lot, including being held at gunpoint by thugs in his local town. From the streets, with the determination to succeed, he worked his way up and eventually joined the youth ranks at Atlético Mineiro. He graduated from the under-17 to the under-20 and finally into the senior team. He caught the attention of several top local teams, and eventually, Brazilian giants Fluminense came calling and paid £2.4 million for the youngster. It's at the Rio de Janeiro-based club that he truly shone, catching the attention of everyone, including Dutch giants Ajax. Despite the Amsterdam-based club coming close to tying a deal, it fell through, simply because a Premier League club in the name of Watford came calling, and the allure of Premier League football was too strong to resist for Richarlison. His first season at Vicarage Road was a huge success. He played in each of the club's matches as they finished 14th. Then, Marco Silva, who was the Hornets manager, who was key in Richarlison moving to Watford, was fired in January 2018. But by summer, having taken over at Everton, convinced the Merseyside club to splash out £35 million on the Brazilian, marking the latest success chapter in his tremendous story. It showed what he could do, and that he was here to stay and not a one-season wonder. He was the Toffees' top scorer in his first 2 seasons, scoring 13 goals in each campaign. His charisma, dedication, and passion charmed the Everton faithful and endeared him to them in a special way. However, it's this character that most rival fans found annoying, particularly Liverpool fans. His unfiltered comments in the media and aggressive character and behavior on the field rubbed many the wrong way. Liverpool and Everton fans don't see eye to eye, of course. We know it's one of the biggest derby matches in England. A number of Everton stars have over the years built quite a reputation in the Merseyside derby, and Richarlison has added his name to that list despite being at Goodison Park for just 4 seasons. His blunt comments to the media have always triggered the Reds, and that would explain perhaps why many of them despise him. Away from reasons on the pitch, could it be that Richarlison just doesn't love England that much? In 2019, he was quoted saying he does not love the food or even the weather. The first year in England was really complicated. I couldn't adapt to the temperature. On the pitch, my legs were shaking, my ears were burning. My culinary culture is so different from English cuisine that I really can't get used to what we eat here. When I arrived at Watford, I lost about 5 pounds because I didn't like local food. Months before the World Cup, the Brazilian was destroyed by the media for showboating during a Premier League clash between Tottenham and Nottingham Forest. It sparked a heated online debate, with many fans saying they wasn't any good and that he was overrated and overpriced. Forest manager Steve Cooper was among those who criticized the Brazilian. I wouldn't want my players to do that, what Richarlison did, but if that's accepted at Spurs, then that's nothing to do with me, but it wouldn't be accepted here, that's for sure. Well, the Brazilian never seems to stay away from controversy. In May 2022, rival fans asked the Football Association to launch an investigation after the forward threw a flare back into Everton supporters after he scored the winner against Chelsea in an English Premier League clash at Goodison Park. Richarlison's abrasive nature is clearly one of the things that clearly set off many fans. He has been involved in many more incidents, a clash with national teammate Gabriel Martinelli and goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale, for instance, during the North London Derby, or the day he came to blows with Real Madrid winger Vinicius Jr. during a training session in the Brazilian camp. The best way to sum up Richarlison's character would be, if he plays for your team, you love him, but if he plays against you, you hate him.